He's angry about mortgages. It's Angry Mortgage. He's swearing. He's cursing loud. He's old. He's opinionated. And he's been doing this so damn long. This program is about mortgages, and this is mortgage advice, but the advice may not apply to your situation. Contact licensed mortgage professionals for specific recommendations before you make decisions about mortgages. You may not agree with Ron, but if you don't, he thinks you're wrong. Oh, and did we say there is a lot of swearing?
This is interesting. So one of the videos I was watching the other day, it basically, the person tasks an AI agent, which is basically their assistant, to call the telephone company. And guess who picked up on the other end? Another AI assistant. And what ends up happening is that the human's isn't in the loop.
There's no human in the equation now. Okay.
And the whole thing is that what I can only see this in probably the next year to 2 years. When you call Bell's going to ask you, would you like to stay on the phone for 26 minutes till we get to a human, or just press 0 to get to an AI assistant right away? Right?
Yeah.
And that's what's going to happen, right?
But I'm going to check that for a second, because I'm not sure it's going to happen that way. Mm-hmm. Like, I think it's going to be, we're going to put you through to an AI assistant. If you want a human, it's 2 days. Like, they're going to make it so that they can close their call centers.
Exactly.
And by the way, there's this crazy idea that some people have. We've had the comments on the show when we've talked about this before. There's a crazy idea that all call centers have moved offshore. It's true for some things. Like if you want to try to reconnect your Sonos sound system on your screens. Okay, if Sonos is acting up. Yeah. When you call, you're speaking to someone in the Philippines or someone in Malaysia or something. But that's not true of finance. In finance, by law, the humans must be here.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to export customer data offshore. And I think that's true for the United States as well. Mm-hmm. Like for finance, everything to do with finance, insurance, real estate, private information, you can't push it offshore.
Yeah.
So there are a ton of call center workers in Canada.
Correct.
Who are all going to lose their jobs in 18 months. That's reality, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, except for those 3 people who are left for someone who's willing to someone who's willing when you call you call Bell and they say, okay, you have your choice of an AI assistant who's extremely good.
Yeah,
and you know what? They will be. They will be very good.
Oh, they already good.
They already are very good. Or we could have someone call you back in 3 days. The choice is yours. A human can call in 3 days, or you can speak to the AI assistant right now. So we can assume that somebody in their 90s is going to want to wait for the 90 years of age is going to want to wait for the human. But I would see even an old bastard like me is going to say, no, let me talk to the AI guy. At least I can talk to somebody. Okay. Yeah. And those jobs are going to cease to exist. I mean, I always believe that when you talk about 90% plus job reduction, just call it all. Because statistically, that's about it. Okay. So that's something that we can accept that will probably happen. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
And not in a couple of years, like before the end of 18 months.
Yeah, the big thing is the timing, right? Because what's really important, let's talk about the tractor, right? When the tractor was first started to be industrialized, being put through the Ford factories back in 1910, by about 1950, over 80% of the farm workers had left the farm. But that was 40 years. Now, the whole thing with that is that it took 40 years for society to change, right? But what happened to the farmhand, he left the farm, went into town.
Worked at a factory.
To build the tractor, right? With this technology, it's exponentially growing fast. It's exponentially being adopted quicker. It's cheaper. It's getting easier and easier to use. And what's going to happen is that it does cost money for big companies, even small companies, to put the proper technology in. So the whole thing
development side.
Yeah. Okay. So there's going to be some limitations to certain companies because of the capital of investing into AI. Mm-hmm. Now, the whole thing is that why are we seeing tech layoffs first? Because number one, they have the money. Number two, they understand the technology. But that's going to be a cascading effect, right? As we go through this, right? But the other thing we were talking about this before about doctors. And I always like to take a look at the positive as well with this. As you were saying that doctors are required to see 12 patients a day.
That in Canada, the expectation of running a family practice, being a general practitioner, is that on the days you work, you don't have to work every day, but on the days you work a full day, because it's a little bit complicated. Like the way a general practitioner works in most provinces is you take on a bundle of people.
Yeah.
And you receive a payment just based on the bundle.
Yeah.
And then there's a relationship to if you have to do extra things with these people, like if somebody's a diabetic, you have to see them a lot more on, or high blood pressure patient, you have to see them a lot more till you get their blood pressure under control. But at the end of the day, the general expectation is you'd see 12 patients in a day. Okay.
Yeah. And so what's going to happen is, because the doctor is a lot of times bogged down because of the paperwork, the whole thing is that's going to be exponentially sped up. So instead of seeing 12 patients a day, they're going to be seeing 18 or 20 patients a day. And also the diagnosing using AI is going to increase as well. Like the speed
and possibly accuracy as well.
It was interesting. I was talking to a group down in the United States last year, and I was saying to them, imagine this, and this is probably what's going to happen, is that within the next 5 years, we're going to see doctors being sued because they didn't use AI in the treatment, right?
Sure.
Yeah, or the diagnosis, right?
Sure.
And we're going to start to see that because of the incredible accuracy.
I think that's sooner than 5 years.
Yeah. Oh, I know. But remember, that was a year ago when I said that, right?
Yeah. Okay.
And what's also interesting, Microsoft has a new medical diagnosing AI system out there. And the early reports that what I've seen from it is that when you compare it to doctors on diagnosing, the same diagnosing was around 20% that the doctors got it right. The same situation with the Microsoft AI system was at 86% accuracy.
Oh boy.
Right?
Okay.
If you like the pod, well, don't just sit there. Go to YouTube, Apple, Spotify, and all the other ones and like the pod. And don't forget to subscribe so we can keep being angry at mortgages and swearing about mortgages. Angry Mortgage could use your support.